How's it going, everyone? Isela here with the Truck Boss Show. And well, today we are here with the founder of Labworks with Jim Coshow. Did I say that? Coshow. Okay. Well, I'm going to get it right one day. Jim, thank you so much for being with us on the show. I'm going to say with a lot of changes that are happening now today, especially with a big hot topic, which is marijuana. We know that a lot of people have asked, if you use marijuana, but you drink a certain substance, you're going to pass your test with flying colors. How true is that?
Not very. If you go on the internet and type in the words, "how do I cheat on a drug test?" there will be pages and pages of products offered to you. There is a little bit of chemistry that will allow a person to change a test a little bit. Most of what's being sold is just, there's no value to it whatsoever. There is one substance out there that will help you overcome, defeat, deceive a urine drug test. That's water.
That's water.
That's water. So, and that's one of the drawbacks to that kind of testing. You can dilute your system to a point where the percentage of your sample that actually contains the chemical they're looking for gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So as part of the test process, they actually look at the percentage of water in your sample, and they adjust it accordingly the best they can. But you get to a certain point where you drink enough water, you're going to pass a drug test, or you're going to invalidate a drug test.
Invalidate.
So if somebody gets the world's worst scenario is A positive for a drug, the way the regulations are written, as soon as those drug tests results have been validated by the doctor, everybody, and by that I mean the employer and the doctor, have to make the best effort to get that driver off the road. They've just lost their ability to function as a driver under USDOT rules.
Well, I know safety is a big thing, and that's very important. Now, so once the driver is off the road, is what else, what comes next? Is there anything that has to be done?
Yeah, there's a process in place that's well defined, and it's really there to protect the driver. And I think it does a pretty good job. So the driver gets referred to a substance abuse professional who has been trained by the USDOT and knows what their standards are. The driver meets with the substance abuse professional, and that's the only person that can put him back on the road. So in that meeting, they'll decide the next course of action. And it can range from a slap on the wrist, which might mean you have to go to a couple of night classes and learn just how your ability to drive is affected by the drug you took or alcohol. All the way through to the other end of the spectrum, which might mean you need to go to a drug rehab, and you need it right away. And you're not going to be able to drive until you've completed it. So that's the range. Once a driver has completed that to the satisfaction of that professional, then they take one more drug test, and their ability to drive is immediate after that drug test result is released.
So basically, it's not saying, hey, listen, you tested and it came back positive, you're off the road for good, you're not going to be able to work again. It's not that. They also have the opportunity to go ahead and correct that, get back on the road, and start making their money again.
Yeah. And through the years, in my experience, I think it's been about 50-50 of people that successfully completed that and got back on track. And generally speaking, I think of those people as somebody who just made a stupid mistake. They partied on the wrong night. They didn't think they'd be the one picked for a random, and it happened. Those folks tend to straighten up after that. They get it, because there's the part I didn't mention is after they're allowed to start driving again, they get their own little personal random program that lasts anywhere from 6 to 12 months. Or actually can go out 24 months. And during that period, they get random tested just to make sure that they got the message.
Yeah.
So half of them get the message. The other half wash out during that follow-up testing period. And they have to find a new career.
So it's very important for them to make sure they walk that straight line if they want to keep making their money while they're on the road.
If they want to be a truck driver, yes.
Well, that's interesting, but I'd have to say I'd agree with that, because again, safety is the number one.
We're the people out there driving around them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we don't want anything bad to happen, nor
Right.
to a truck driver, nor to the four-wheelers. We want everybody to be safe.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Well, Jim, a lot of knowledge. So I feel like I've learned a lot. There's just so much going on in the industry that it's so important that we do get this out there because we want them to be on the road. We don't want, none of our drivers. We love our drivers, and you already know that. I always say this. You guys, we have this because of you. Everything we have is because of our drivers. So, it's a lot of hard work that they do, but it's very important for you to make sure that they stay on track and
Right.
keep their license.
Right.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for being with us on the show.
You're welcome.
And that's it here for the Truck Boss Show.